I already know some of y'all are gonna disagree with me, but I really don't care. My kids only get their iPad one day a week. And honestly, I think it's one of the best parenting decisions we've made. And I don't plan on changing it anytime soon. And before y'all start typing, just hear me out. After I picked the kids up from school, we headed home, grabbed Chick-fil-A for dinner, had cupcakes for dessert, and then it was time to get everybody cleaned up. Showers, lotions, pajamas, the whole routine. Once everybody was ready for bed, my girls pulled out their dollhouse. And immediately they started creating little stories together. My son was in his room playing by himself and watching TV. And I just sat there smiling because moments like that reminded me why we made the change. Not against technology, my kids watch TV every day. And every Friday they get their iPad. But I started noticing something that I didn't like. They would ask to play with their iPads before they would ask to play with their toys. That was a wake-up call for me. I grew up playing outside all the time and playing with my dolls. Playing with my toys was literally the highlight of my childhood. And I had an amazing childhood, and I want the same for my kids. I don't want my kids growing up feeling like they need a screen to be entertained every second of the day. I want them to use their imagination. I want them building things, playing with dolls, racing toy cars, going outside, making memories, talking to each other, and just being kids. Maybe it's just me, but I worry about how attached kids can become to these devices. I don't want my kids feeling like they can't enjoy life without Roblox and YouTube. I would much rather let technology be a tool for our family rather than let it control our day. So now Fridays are iPad days. They get some game time, and after that it's educational games, a movie, or just something that gets them using their minds in a different way. And some of y'all might think we run a strict household, but I like to look at it as structured. And yes, they also have a bedtime. By 7:30, my goal is for everybody to be fed, bathed, and in a bed. They can relax and watch TV until 8:30, and then after that, it's lights out. But some people think it's too strict, but I think kids need a routine. They need sleep, and honestly, parents need a little peace and quiet at the end of the day, too. And I'm not saying every family has to do things this way, but this is just what works for ours. We've noticed smoother and happier mornings, and kids who actually enjoy playing with their toys again. And at the end of the day, when my man get home, we get some quality time together. Now, y'all tell me, what's the screen time rule in your house? And do your kids have unlimited access to their tablets and iPads? Or do you set limits? Let's talk about it in the comments. And this is a judgment-free zone. My kids are my kids, and your kids are your kids. So what works for your family works for your family, and what works for mine works for mine. Now, don't forget to hit all the buttons and follow.